Welcome to today's myofascial moment. Today we're going to work with opening through the front of the chest. Now, this is really good for anything you have going on in the back of your body. Neck pain, head pain, tension people tend to get between their shoulder blades. They just carry their stress in their shoulders. This is how I undo that. Now we've got Kaylee here with me today so I can talk and she can demonstrate. You want a soft foam roller, or you want a foam roller. I tend to like a soft one. If you don't have a foam roller, you can put a pillow under your back. You can roll up a blanket and put it there. I'll post a few things on alternatives to having a foam roller, but if you have one, a good 36-inch foam roller, you want to go ahead and sit on the end. You want your butt on the end and then lay back so that your head is also on the foam roller. You want to be supported under the length of your spine here. That's why you need a long one. And again, a rolled up blanket can work. And if you don't have either of those, you can just lay a pillow under the length of your spine. That will work too. Now once you're set up here, start to slow your breathing. Start to quieten your mind. Start to bring your awareness to your body and feel the support of that roller, the rolled blanket, or the pillow under your spine. Let your body start to soften and melt over that support. And the reason I like this one is because it opens through the front of my body. The front of my body is simply the front of my back. And I know when my neck hurts, when my shoulders hurt, when I get that tension between my shoulder blades, it's because I'm pulling forward in my body. Over time, the back gets tight because I'm pulling forward. The back's trying to hold me upright. The body always has our best interests at heart, trying to hold us upright. So I'm pulling and slouching and slumping forward, and the back of my body says, nope, stay upright. It tends to tighten. We get trigger points, we get muscle tension, we get aches and pains in the back and the neck. The solution to that, open through the front. Let gravity do the work here. Time and gravity do the work here as you settle over that roller as a support. Now as you're here, you want to make sure your feet are comfortably supported. Some people like to lay one leg out long, maybe both legs out long, but that can tend to arch the back. So you don't want to increase any areas of tension in the body while you're trying to soften and open in the tissues. So be mindful of where your feet are, that they feel supported. As you stay here and your spine settles more over the roller, we can begin to deliberately engage with other tensions through the fronts of our shoulders, across the chest, in the rib cage, in the respiratory diaphragm, the sternum. You might be curious what it feels like if you turn your hands so that your palms are more up. That might be an immediate lengthening through your forearms. This might engage tension in your neck or shoulders a bit differently. With good myofascial release self-treatment, we're always curious about where we can engage with tension in a way that our body can go, oh, I don't need that. And tissues can begin to lengthen, rehydrate, and glide again. With your palms face up, you might imagine a string on the end of your fingers, just lengthening your hand, your palm, your arm away from you, elongating the tissues there. It's not required. You might simply let gravity and time do the work here, but if you'd like, be curious about that. Kaylee's arms are fairly down by her side right now, which is where she instinctively feels they need to be. You might move yours a bit like a snow angel out to your side, even overhead, finding your area of tension to engage with here. We're going to be here for a good 10 minutes or so. There's no rush. As tissues open through the shoulders and across the front of the chest, as the spine settles into that support of the roller, you might find an instinctive, organic movement of your head or neck, or your arms, even your legs, as the body unwinds into a self-corrective position, into an area of tension that you can breathe into and start to ease. You never want to get in the way of any natural, organic, intuitive movement. Let this be easy. Let your body find the places and ways in which it needs to unwind. There's no right or wrong way other than forcing, holding your breath, clenching or bracing because of pain. Those won't be helpful here. This is about softening and settling into your body, taking time to reset tension levels, creating space for tissues to change and the body to heal, and then self-correct into a more ideal alignment and posture. Posture gets much easier when the front of the body isn't pulled forward in the tissues. Quiet in your mind. Slow and deep, full breath in the entirety of your body. Softening into the support under your spine, under your pelvis, under your head, under your feet. Melting, lengthening, opening. There's going to be a word there that resonates with you. Let this be easy. Let this feel good. Again, becoming curious whether your palms are up or down, whether your arms are down by your side or out to your side or up overhead. What happens if you lengthen through your fingertips just a bit? Flattening your palm, elongating from side to side across the front of your chest. Putting a little active exploration into this and then softening again in your body. Visualizing a string pulling both fingers and both hands away from your body. Opening even more across the front of your chest, across the front of your shoulders, down through your neck. Good myofascial self-treatment happens over a period of a 3 to 5 minute minimum. I tend to like to spend 10 to 15 minutes in focused self-treatment. If you only have 3 to 5 minutes, please use it. It does accumulate. If you have a bit longer, please use it. It does accumulate. Always looking to engage with the body in a way that allows it to soften and settle, so tissues can naturally rehydrate and glide. Again, never getting in the way of any organic movement of the head, the neck, the arms, even the legs, as tissues find some space and the body starts to self-correct and unwind. Never getting in the way of that movement. Let it feel good. If you're in a good place, never move from where you feel engaged with an area of tension that's easing, it's melting, opening, or lengthening. But if you're feeling you're at a plateau or a resting spot, again, move your arms a bit like a snow angel, up or down, slowly exploring the next area of tension. When you find that, stopping there, flattening through the hand, through the palm, elongating through the fingers, using this time effectively to engage with as many layers of restriction as you can. Never forcing. Noticing the space behind your shoulders, under your arms, behind the backs of your hands, between the wrist and the floor. Being curious about the information that gives you about your own body. Other places and ways you might need some good self-treatment. Let this be easy. Let this feel good. Again, this is opening through the front of the body to ease pain and troubles in the back of the body. If you've ever gone and gotten a massage, you know that if you tell them you have shoulder problems and carry your stress and tension in your shoulders and neck, they're going to do a really good job of massaging your back and your shoulders and your neck. Opening through the front of the body is essential, though, to undoing that tension in a long-term way. The back doesn't get tight for no reason. Usually it's because we're pulled forward, slumped, crunched, slouched in the front. We text, we have desk jobs, we sit at computers. We have to undo the tension in the front. Reset the tension levels. It's one of the best ways I know. It's today's myofascial moment. Stay here as long as you like. Just a heads up, there's no graceful way to get off the foam roller either. Most of us usually just tip to one side. However you get off it, whenever you get off it, gently explore some movement. Wiggle your toes, your legs, your arms, your hands. Turn over onto your hands and knees. Don't be in a rush here to just get up. Let your body integrate change. A lot of times we tend to go from myofascial release self-treatment back to whatever we were doing. Don't be in a rush. Explore movement, twisting, stretching, letting your body integrate and find new ways to use the space you just created. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for taking the time for you. Your body will thank you. We'll see you next time.